What's up, everybody? Jason McEwen here from Insideline Connect, hanging out at beautiful Zaca Station. We've been blessed with some amazing weather, and we've got 5 awesome companies here showing off product for 2018, talking about their company, and media's here to cover it. TransWorld's here, so tune in, see what they got to offer.
I'm here with Boyesen from Boyesen Engineering, and we're here to talk about some of your new products. I think the thing that caught my eye the most was the new rad valve for the KTMs and the Huskies, correct?
That's correct, yep, for sure. We have a brand new product just released now for the 17-18 Husky KTM 250 300 application. Been a year in development, and we're really excited about releasing this to the market. We got super good feedback from dyno testing, track testing, and we're here today showing it to everybody.
Okay, so I understand that Boyesen reeds come standard in those models, correct?
That is correct. We do have.
The rad valve takes it one step further.
Right. We do have an OEM relationship with KTM where we sell them reed pedals direct. So your stock bike would have our Boyesen pedals in there, but the rad valve is something that we've spent a tremendous amount of time in tuning and finding just the right shape and dynamic and harmonic in the pedal and intake passage for optimum performance.
Okay, so I had a rad valve in my 06 Suzuki ARM 250.
Sure. Yep.
Okay, is the rad valve design for the current 18, 17 bikes the same, or has it been developed further?
I mean, the process in producing the product is the same, but the design and the theory has pretty much, it generally evolves with the model of the bike. And in each instance, based on crank volume, scavenging, port timing, carburetor size, intake angle, every bit of those differences affect the design of the cage.
Cool. So, cleaner throttle response, better low end?
Absolutely, yep. Sharper throttle response, better acceleration, torque from bottom transition to mid, and you know, again, and just as strong on top.
Cool. So I know that for 2-strokes, it's best to couple that with the power wing. Can you tell us a little bit about that thing?
Yeah, sure. A power wing in this particular one we have is for a YZ250. Helps to streamline the air, particularly again in an angled intake application.
So does it essentially make the intake smaller on low throttle settings? Is that how it works?
Sure. Yep. As the slide is lifted at quarter half openings, it will draw air underneath the wings, which will increase airspeed and velocity, which increases the density of the charge and translates into response acceleration. Yeah.
Cool. So okay, so for you 4-stroke riders out there, Boyesen is not only a 2-stroke company, they do have excellent product called the Super Cooler. This replaces your stock water pump impeller and cover. The cover is larger to make room for the larger impeller, and as the name implies, it super cools the bike. Now this has been used on like factory Kawasaki for almost every championship recently, correct?
Yeah, going back to Stewart's run on Team Cowie through Villapoto's era up to Tomac and even to the championship teams in Europe and Japan and Australia. All of the all the premier Cowie teams have run our kit on their race teams.
So, is it just me and my head being retarded and wowed by stuff? But it feels like when you put a supercooler on the bike runs a little differently. It's a little zippier for you.
Sure. Well, the design, the patented design of the impeller fins does allow it increases the ability to flow coolant and reduce cavitation. So in an instance, you could certainly argue that it will increase it makes the engine rev freer, like you said, zippier, less drag, and like you said, super cool performance.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, hey, thanks for your time. We are about to hear the little bell from Hoppa's speed dating thing, so we're going to go over to our next vendor. Thanks for watching. Okay, I'm here with my longtime buddy, little Donnie Emler, and we're here at FMF. So you showed us some cool stuff. The thing that intrigued me the most was this new exhaust for the Honda, which is stainless steel header and mid with titanium cans, which seems like a combo I've not seen before.
Yeah, for us, I mean, we wanted to give the value of what people strive for when they buy FMF, and generally people, when they sell a stainless exhaust system, it comes with aluminum mufflers, but we wanted to give the extra added value at the price that people can afford. So you get in titanium mufflers with your, if you buy a stainless system, and then we also offer the full titanium system. Again, we're trying to be at a lower price point. You know, the sport's already so expensive, and you know, with Honda having two pipes, you know, we're trying to keep it to where people can afford to go ride, and especially if you need a spark rester, you know, the bikes don't come with spark resters, so that's the first thing you have to do is go buy an exhaust. And so we wanted to make sure we also offer the single side system, so you can eliminate the duals and go with the full single system.
Yeah, the single system comes with a side panel, right?
It does, comes with a single side panel, so it's great. It's a great option for people that just want to, it's performance-wise, it's amazing, and then cost-wise, it's much lower than a dual system. So, yeah, we're trying to bring the you know, the decent value, being American-made, that we do everything in-house, that we're able to bring that to the people.
So let me ask you this: titanium header and mid pipe, lighter. That's a benefit. Is there a performance advantage to it? Like, does the thinner walls resonate differently or something, or does the stainless steel offer the same throttle response?
Exact same performance. You know, the stainless is a great option. You know, obviously it's a little cheaper, but it also is a little bit better for, you know, especially for off-road guys. It's going to hold up a little bit better, a little durable, more durable. Titanium, when it gets hot, it tends to get a little bit soft, so it's going to be a little bit more resistant with the stainless to rocks and roost and stuff. And but the titanium is the weight and the look. You know, it turns that beautiful color. And but yeah, it's generally just weight and looking for that factory look.
Cool. Okay, so 2018 CRF 250R has two individual pipes. I would assume you guys are not going to go that route because you always do things a little different. What's in the works?
Well, we just got the bike, so there's a lot in the works. We're exploring with trying to make a single system for it. Hopefully, is the goal to give that same option, and then you never know.
Being 2 into 1 side.
2 into 1 side, yeah. So right now it's got two headers coming out, obviously out of the cylinder. We're trying to make a header possibly that's a full 2 into 1, so you eliminate one side of the bike, and then into a dual system, and then also hopefully make a single system.
Would that be a 2 into 1 into 2?
2 into 1 into 2, yeah, exactly.
Sounds complicated.
It does. It sounds really complicated in my mind to figure out how we're going to make it, but you know, we've got the facility to do that, and looking forward to it.
So producing everything in Rancho Dominguez, Compton,
AKA
American made, you guys are able to really control your costs then, right? Because I mean, you know, in the magazine when we're looking at prices to put in, seems like FMF is always usually a little bit lower.
That's our goal. You know, we're not trying to gouge the consumer. You know, we do make everything in-house. So for us, you know, it's a lot of upfront cost, obviously, and bringing all that equipment in to be able to do that. But at the end, you know, is really something that, you know, 4-strokes are, you know, we love them, but they're also very expensive to purchase. And, you know, we want our product to be able to be affordable. And so people can buy American-made performance from us and a little bit lower price point and get a better value.
All right, so FMF is built on engine performance, gaining more horsepower, but you're also a clothing giant now. Let's walk over this way. So, got a lot of cool t-shirts here. Why don't you tell me about that?
Yeah, so this is our Spring 18 line. So this actually comes out in January. So it's going to be on the shelves very soon. Just some cool stuff. You know, we have fun with our apparel. You know, classic designs, the classic logo that everyone loves. Talk about a real classic right here. This was one of my dad's first hats. We actually brought this back straight out of the 70s, give it that retro feel, old school logo. You can look like Ronald McDonald or Corn Dog on a Stick. But this was one of my ideas actually to bring this hat back, and I think it just shows like the nostalgia that FMF has, you know, being from the 70s.
FMF has a long, rich history in motocross, not Johnny come lately.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously been around since 1973, but the cool thing is that we focus just on off-road motorcycles. We're not trying to play around with scooters and, you know, street bikes and stuff. I mean, strictly off-road. We play in the dirt and we love riding, and that's what it's all about.
Cool. All right, let's get hanging. We're off to our next date.
Let's go twist some throttles.
Come on. Okay, our next stop is at Rekluse. Is it Rekluse Motorsports?
Yeah.
I'm here with Austin Payton. And, okay, so a lot of people in motocross associate the name Rekluse with fanny packs and back canteens and auto clutches. But, in fact, Rekluse is in quite a few top performing race teams in Supercross and motocross, correct?
That is correct, actually. Pretty excited this year. We signed with MCR, so we'll have Moto Concepts. We've been with Star Racing for 2 years, signed another 2-year deal with them, and then Husqvarna, the Rockstar Husqvarna team will be Rekluse this year.
Cool. So the torque drive core manual clutch is something that we've had some experience with, and man, it's hard to imagine this, but you put this clutch in a bike, and the KX450, it makes a better gain, I'd say, than an exhaust. I mean, in the way it improves.
Say that.
Well, yeah, we already saw him, but no, it really improves the low end roll on, and it gives the bike a lot more down low. And how do you do it?
Yeah, so one of the things that we're trying to do is with the friction technology and basically with the space we're given on a bike like the KX450, try to introduce as many friction plates as we can. And really friction plates are the key to the power to the rear wheel. The more frictions we get, the more power we can transfer, and really the more options we have. So if you're racing motocross and you really like a nice buttery lever feel, we can go actually pretty light on the springs and maintain most of the power. Or we can go up to 40% more torque capacity with going heavier. So it's not necessarily giving the bike more horsepower, but what it's doing is it's transferring all the power that you have. And then the actual friction plate design transfers it in a way that's more usable, so really more rider friendly, so you feel like you're more connected with the rear wheel.
Okay, so we were talking about the plates a little bit, the core manual plates and torque drive plates.
Torque drive plates, yes.
Torque drive plates, and they are handmade, which is pretty freaking awesome.
Right now,
but so it's a
there's
steel,
lots of love in that.
Steel plate and a different paper pattern, but yeah, what I did notice is there's no need for adjusting the clutch at the lever because there's never any swelling or fading or.
Yeah, and that's one of the cool things about the steel core. Stock friction plates are aluminum, and so your expansion is in that aluminum. It expands inside the clutch pack, and that's why the cable gains all the extra space. With the steel friction plates, everything maintains very pretty much the same, and even under very hot conditions, whether it's motocross or even off-road in hot conditions where you're abusing the clutch will stay really consistent.
Cool. So where was torque drive plates during Chad Reed's two-stroke days?
Oh, it's a great question. Well, I've been there for 8 years, and we had the technology around when I started, and there's been a lot of testing to get it out to market. It took some trial and error for sure. But yeah, no, it would be good for those days. And actually, that's part of the reason that we decided to really go after it is coming to Supercross races, motocross stuff, and watching guys just rolling their clutch lever, especially after a moto. And we're like, there's an opportunity to improve the clutch in this arena.
Absolutely. So for some, the thought of investing in a basket and all that, everything is a little bit bitter pill to swallow, investment-wise.
Yeah.
So is it a secret about the stock compatibility, maybe?
Well, it's not necessarily a secret. Something we're looking into. The clutch technology itself, with the billet components is, we've noticed big gains. A lot of our customers are really happy with the performance, and the biggest question is, can I get this from my stock clutch? I just want to change the plates out to a torque drive, and it's something we're looking into. I don't have a hard date on when we're going to do it, but it is something that will be coming down the road.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously a hard anodized billet basket is more durable and resists the notching, but
right.
If you did want to get the benefits of the non-fading and the added torque, hey, hallelujah, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And the other thing was, like, when you do wear your hub out and your pressure plate, then then you could buy the core components later on. So that's kind of the hope. But yeah, we think that it's going to do well in that market, and guys would be very happy with the performance.
Cool. Well, thanks for speaking with us, and you should look into these things. They're really good. Use them myself. Good for a slow vet guy. So we're here at Viral Brand Goggles. I'm here with former 250 and 500 national pro Scott Steffi, who has launched his own goggle brand. How did you? What made you want to enter the goggle market?
Craziness.
Crazy.
Craziness.
And a love for the sport.
Yeah,
burning passion.
Burning passion. When I was a kid, my dad, I was out leading a race and got covered in mud, pulled my goggles off, and I came around the next lap, and my dad standing in the middle of the track, pulled me off and said, you can always race another moto, but you can never get another eye. And so I pretty much started a passion for goggles back then, and went through the years of racing my motocross stuff, and had my little things that I liked about goggles. So when I had an opportunity to actually start a company, I thought, the goggle market's where I really have the most passion, and we kind of came up Viral Brand.
Cool. All right. The name. How'd you come up with the name?
Well, in this world, everything goes viral. So, viral videos, and we wanted something that was edgy and kind of cool. And I'm always talking about, things going viral. And I said, I'd love to have a company that could go viral one day. And we all kind of looked at each other and said, yeah, that's kind of a cool name. And so we started playing with some fonts and this different stuff, and Viral Brand was born.
Cool. All right. So give me the sales pitch on the Viral goggles.
So the sales pitch on the goggles.
Do you have to take an antibiotic before you wear it?
No, you don't, because it's one of those viruses that just keeps giving. You're funny. But what's cool though is that this goggle, there's a lot of goggles out there, and what we've worked on the most with this goggle was the fit. We actually have what's called the Best Fit Challenge, which is a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you buy this goggle, put it on your face, go run around with it, and you don't like it, doesn't think it fits better than anything else you've ever worn, then you get your money back. It's pretty simple.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We run actually 4 layers of foam. We run a soft layer, a neoprene layer, then another soft layer, and then the wick layer, and it allows it to seal really well to your face. It also gives you the ability to breathe, and then of course we run the rider strap, the three layers of non-skid on the back. And of course, we have a removable nose guard. So if you like the nose guard, you can run. If you don't, then you can take it off. And again, it's probably, once you wear it, you'll never want to wear anything else anyways.
What's cool about a wide strap is it's harder to wear it like a goon all down, because it doesn't flex as much, right?
Well, I don't know.
It's easier to get straight.
I wear everything like a goon though.
No, come on. So how much is this goggle? Because I mean, there's goggles now that cost over $100.
Yeah, what we wanted to do is we wanted to have a goggle that was a good quality goggle, and we came in around about $74.95. Our goggle comes as a full kit, so it comes with the mirrored lens, comes with a clear lens, 10-pack of tear-offs, and it comes with a goggle bag and the removable nose guard.
Yeah.
And so we feel that's a pretty good value for $74.95. You get everything that you possibly need to go racing. You can buy all your parts and accessories right through motorsport.com. They carry our stuff, and probably in the next little bit you'll see us at a bunch of other distributors as well.
Cool. And then you have a new.
Yeah, this is
entry level or more affordable.
Yeah, this goggle will be coming out sometime in early 2018, and it's going to be our rookie series goggle, and it has a sublimated strap, clear lens, no nose guard, 2 layers of foam, and it should retail somewhere around $34.95.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
So
you could buy 3 or 4 pairs, right?
Well,
change them in between.
Well, you have to. Yeah, of course. You got to have a goggle bag that's like that big.
Yeah.
So.
Cool. So I see you got other accessories. You have a film system.
Yep. So we got our
East Coast guys.
Well, yeah, Woods guys. We've got a lot of guys that are doing really well in the off-road series. We just won the ANNA 250 Pro Class this year, so we got a championship on that. We got Nick Burson, who's been riding for Purvine this year, been running our stuff, and they love having the roll-off stuff. So we got roll-offs, We got our tear-offs, and we have laminates coming in probably somewhere right around first of the year. We'll have our lambs. Cool. So, yep.
Well, hey, it was interesting to hear about the brand. Looking forward to riding in them today, and best of luck in the future.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
Okay, our last step in the Jason McCune Insideline Connect speed dating day is with our old friends at 60 Helmets, Bob Weber, who I've worked with previously, actually at a different magazine. But hey, things are going great for you guys. Congratulations with all the success and the momentum that 60 is enjoying.
Thank you. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's been 5 years we've been in the marketplace already. I can't believe how fast that's gone by.
Definitely. So I guess for the fashion fickle, we should show the new stuff. I mean, seriously, look at that helmet. I told Bob that that's the best looking 60 I've ever seen. Got the trendy aquamarine blue color, the titanium, and then flow yellow.
Yeah. So yeah, so there's 3 new graphics that we're introducing here in a couple of weeks. The helmets will arrive here shortly. We've got the Force graphic that Don just mentioned. We're excited about it too. We love the colorway. It's a real simple, clean graphic, gloss finish. The teal paint will match a lot of the gear that's out there right now. We've got a Sonic in the fluorescent yellow. This matches the Sonic red, white, and the orange one. That's been a real successful graphic for us. And then we are also introducing a macro in the titanium colorway with some red accents in the trims and a red mouthpiece. So those will be here for holiday, and they're the new helmets for us to show right now. We've also got the youth helmet in this titanium color showing up as well.
Nice. So we were talking before we started rolling the cameras. There was a large number of 60 helmets at the mini major, and then in the vet classes that I race, there's always a lot of vet guys wearing a 60. So it's the smart people that care about protecting their heads and protecting the heads of their kids that are really buying into the 60 technology. What are the challenges for you about getting everyone in?
I think probably the biggest challenge is the point of entry, the cost. You know, we're a little bit more expensive than the mass part of the market at $700. That's been a challenge for us from day one. It's just part of the equation. We're building 2 helmets in the side to make one. I think to offset that, we do offer a rebuild service for our helmets that maybe not everybody's aware of. Yeah, we're rebuilding probably between, I don't know, 5 and 8 helmets a week, it seems, on a regular basis. But that allows somebody to get some additional life out of their helmet if the shell's okay. If the shell's damaged, then we have to retire the helmet. But we have an inspection process that we go through. And if the helmet checks out, we can put a completely new liner system in it and get the guy going. He's back up and running for a couple $100 and basically as good as new.
Cool. So it's a pretty exciting time to be in motocross. I mean, I think these days we're safer than ever. We're also riding bikes that go faster and jump higher and everything, but it's good to see safety equipment taking steps forward as well. So the 60 came out, changed the way everyone thought about helmets and addressed this problem of rotational impact brain injuries, correct? So, so now we have TLD and Fox have MIPS liners. Thor has a MIPS liner. The Bell has the Flex. Shoei just came out with a different technology. So man, one guy, you and Robert over there, have changed the way everyone thinks about helmets. I mean, it's not often that you change an entire industry. That has to feel pretty good when you go to sleep at night to know that you've your efforts and your vision has made our sport a little safer.
It does, you know, and I'm proud of that fact. I knew when we started that we would inspire the other manufacturers to step up their game, and you know, our job now is to stay out in front of those guys. And I think the success of our system, the way we've uncoupled the liners, is the best design out there. Our helmet is very good. I think if you look at what we accomplished inside the NFL's Head Health Challenge, being deemed the grand prize winner out of 125 engineering firms and universities that applied for that grant money and to go through that process. I'm super proud of that. We've got a very dedicated team in our engineering staff. We've got a dedicated team at our company. We've got some fantastic people, and I think that's what I'm most proud of. Inside of 5 years being public in the marketplace with 6D, we've changed the helmet world forever, and now the job is to stay out in front of everybody. That's what we're working on.
Okay, we are a motocross magazine, obviously, TransWorld Motocross, but I saw that you guys have a street helmet now, and is the technology in that identical but just different shell shape, or do you change some of the materials and stuff to compensate for the higher speeds?
Yeah, I would say the technology is really identical. It's a dual layer EPS liner system, just like the motocross helmet. There are some evolutions and changes in it to adapt it into the street helmet, but effectively the technology is identical in that helmet. The trail helmet has a system that's a little bit different. It uses a carrier system, and it's got less connected dampers, so there's some evolution there in the technology. And there's
Trail
some
helmet meaning mountain bike helmet?
The mountain bike helmet, yeah.
Oh yeah, I've hit my head in that one a few times.
Yep. And so, you know, we're working on things for the future to further improve our system. But you know, the testing that we do, we've still got the best helmet in the marketplace. We've got a fantastic motocross helmet, and it's handling energy over a very broad spectrum of energy, and the broadest spectrum of energy and things that we've tested out there. So we're real proud of it.
Cool. So I was looking through Craigslist the other day at I was looking for all two strokes, you know.
Yeah.
But then I saw a couple 6D helmets for sale. I'm like, man, buying a used helmet's kind of sketchy because you don't know if it's been crashed in or not.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Actually, Don, I'm glad you brought that up. That is an issue that we came across earlier this year. I had a father that bought a used 6D online for his son. And, you know, he had some questions about it and sent it in for us to take a look at it. And the helmet was compromised. He should not have bought the helmet. It was ruined and needed to be replaced. So I would advise anybody out there looking at used helmet, ours or otherwise, it's not a good plan. Helmets are damaged when they're crashed in, and you know, thankfully we can rebuild them. We are probably the only manufacturer that will address a rebuild, and we do that for the reasons I stated earlier. But yeah, it's not a good plan. Basically, I would not encourage anybody to go that route, even though if the price might be attractive.
Cool. So in closing, you know, you guys out there buy these near $10,000 motorcycles now. You pay for a really expensive exhaust system. Well, not the FMFs because they're priced better. But I mean, dude, don't skimp on your helmet. Protect the most important part of your body. Invest in a helmet. Don't put your kids in anything that you wouldn't want to ride in yourself. And definitely take a look at 6Ds because they have changed the game. We get to go ride now. What do you think?
I'm excited. Yeah, I haven't been on a bike much lately because I had some surgery, so I'm excited to get back out there and do some laps. Yeah, it should be a good day.
Okay. Hey, thanks for watching.